Good evening, and welcome to Barbaras Bulletin, your trusted source for in-depth news and analysis. I'm your host, Barbara, and we're glad you're joining us tonight. As we begin this evening's program, we take a look at two significant stories from around the world. First, in the realm of arts and culture, Japanese pianists Wataru Hisashu and Masaya Kame have made their country proud by winning the second and fifth prizes, respectively, in the prestigious Queen Elizabeth competition in Brussels. This international music contest is a testament to the power of music to transcend borders and bring people together. Hisashu's comments about the competition, suiting his character, and gaining valuable experience highlight the dedication and perseverance required to excel at such a high level. In other news, we turn our attention to Bangladesh, where the trial of fugitive former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has begun. Prosecutors allege that Hasina orchestrated a systemic attack to crush an uprising against her government, which resulted in the deaths of up to 1,400 people between July and August 2024. This is a complex and sensitive issue, with significant implications for the people of Bangladesh and the international community. We will continue to monitor this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. It's essential to approach these stories with nuance and understanding, recognizing both the achievements in the world of music and the challenges faced by nations in turmoil. At Barbaras Bulletin, we strive to provide balanced and fair reporting, giving our listeners a comprehensive view of the world's events. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Barbaras Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbaras Bulletin. We're glad you're still with us as we delve into the latest news from around the world. In our previous segment, we discussed the ongoing economic shifts in Asia. Now, let's shift our focus to the escalating tensions between Russia and Ukraine. According to recent reports, Ukraine has launched a drone attack on Russian bomber bases deep within Russian territory. The attack, which targeted several air bases, including one in the Irkutsk region of Siberia, reportedly damaged or destroyed multiple aircraft. This development marks a significant escalation in the conflict between the two nations, with Russia having previously announced plans to deploy additional troops along its shared border with Ukraine. Russian authorities have confirmed that the drone attacks did occur, but they claim to have shot down most of the drones and minimized damage. However, videos circulating online appear to show several aircraft on fire, with thick black smoke billowing from the airbases. Meanwhile, Russian forces have continued their assault on Ukrainian positions, killing at least 12 soldiers in a missile strike on a training unit. The attack has raised concerns about the increasing intensity of the conflict and its potential to draw in other nations. As tensions continue to rise, diplomats are working to establish a framework for peace talks between Russia and Ukraine. The two sides are scheduled to meet in Istanbul later this week, with representatives from several European countries expected to attend. It's essential to note that both Russia and Ukraine have legitimate concerns and grievances. While Russia has expressed worries about NATO expansion and the potential threat it poses to its national security, Ukraine is seeking to protect its sovereignty and territorial integrity. As we continue to monitor this developing story, it's crucial to remain objective and consider multiple perspectives. The situation on the ground is complex, with both sides suffering losses and facing significant challenges. We'll keep a close eye on the situation and provide updates as more information becomes available. For now, it's clear that the conflict between Russia and Ukraine remains a pressing concern for global stability and security. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Barbaras Bulletin. Welcome back to Barbaras Bulletin. As we wrap up today's show, I'd like to take a moment to discuss the latest developments in Poland's presidential election. The country has been gripped by a closely contested race between two candidates, Rafał Trzaskowski and Karol Nawrocki, who offer distinct visions for Poland's future. Trzaskowski, the current mayor of Warsaw, is backed by Donald Tusk's governing coalition and promises to work towards progressive reforms. On the other hand, Nawrocki, a historian and former amateur boxer, has been endorsed by the populist Right Law and Justice Party and presents himself as a new face for the party. The campaign has been marked by intense polarization, with both candidates facing allegations and criticisms. Trzaskowski has been accused of being out of touch and elitist, while Nawrocki has faced questions about his past, including his acquisition of an apartment and his involvement in organized fights. As the polls close, exit polls indicated a neck-and-neck race, making it difficult to predict the outcome. The result will have significant implications for Poland's government, as well as its relationships with neighboring countries, particularly Ukraine. Nawrocki has expressed opposition to Ukrainian membership in NATO, which could potentially alter Poland's supportive stance towards Ukraine. It's essential to note that the role of the Polish president is largely ceremonial. However, they do hold influence over foreign and defense policy and possess the critical power to veto new legislation. This means that the outcome of this election will have a substantial impact on the country's trajectory. As we await the official results, it's crucial to recognize the complexities of this election and the diverse perspectives of the Polish people. Regardless of the outcome, it's essential for all parties involved to prioritize unity, cooperation, and the well-being of the nation. That's all for today's Barbaras Bulletin. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay engaged.